Alright, so I just won the Goron races. In the last part, we played a couple mini games, including this one, and failed. But in this part, we're hopefully going to try them again and do a little bit better. Alright, bottle of gold dust. This actually comes in a whole new bottle. Hate that sound effect. Whatever, there's no need for us to ever do that race again. Actually, there might be later, because that gold dust item, you can sell it at the Curiosity Shop, which I haven't shown off yet. Just remembered, for quite a fair amount of money, actually. So if you need money, doing the Goron races might not be a bad idea. But for now, gonna head back to Clockdown and try that freaking minigame again. Also, sorry if all these minigame parts in a row have been kind of boring, but we're starting to get into the more side-questy side of Majora's Mask, so we probably won't be seeing much or any story progress at all for about the next 3 videos or so. So, I apologize for that, because I know not everyone's going to be watching this as a guide. A lot of people just like to watch these kind of videos for entertainment purposes, and since I'm one of those people, I can kind of agree with that. Okay, let's do this again. Alright, Bombshell Day. Roll one out, and then let it go as you're starting to get close. Platform starts to rotate a little faster as the game goes along. Damn, I missed one. You miss one, you got trouble, because this is all about keeping the pattern going like most minigames. Just letting go of that one so it doesn't blow my face off. Okay, just gotta run back over here and get it! Last. Come on, there's only one left. I hate this minigame so much. One more try, and then I really will do it off screen next time. Even though that would make this part like only 2 minutes long. Maybe I'll just edit this together with the last one. Maybe I won't, who knows. I hate these minigames. There's so many of them too. Damn, missed one. Missed 2 this time. That's pretty bad. Okay, let it go now. Got it. Got it. Perfect. That only took 4 tries. It's actually not too many for this particular game. Alright. So we get 50 rupees from doing that on the first day. But for now, I don't think there's any other side quests in between now that we can do. Nope, don't think so. There is one thing that we could do that we need to do to progress the story, but I'd like to do that on its own 3-day cycle. Just to sort of be more consistent, you know. Gives everything a better flow. Alright. Actually, wait, I think there is something we can do right now. And in this part of the town, we could see that heart piece in the tree earlier. I'm gonna see if I can just... If you do it right, you can run up the slide and then... Or maybe you have to Goron roll up the slide, I don't know. We'll get it later. For now, we have to go back to the mountains. Actually, I can think of 2 more heart pieces that we'll be getting in this part, hopefully. So that's good. Always nice to have some story progress. So, they're still going to be working on the sword in there, so what we want to do now is play the song a double time a couple of times. In the 3DS version, you could just immediately skip to the next day and just skip ahead any amount of hours. A lot more convenient in that version, but us original version players, we gotta just be like tough as nails and only be able to travel 6 hours at a time. 12 hours at a time. My bad. Would you believe math is my best subject in school? Maybe I'll make test, but it's up there. Alright, down to the second day. Sword should be done by now. Alright, Kokiri's sword has been strengthened, forged into the Razor Sword. It can only be used 100 times. Alright, Gold Dust, we already have that. So, this is quite possibly the coolest sword in any video game ever. Okay, maybe not that good, but it's pretty awesome looking. And it's totally useless. Yeah, the thing does double damage with the Kokiri sword, but it has the same stupid, pathetically short range, and then it also goes back to normal after 100 swings or when you reset time, so it's useless. It's basically this game's version of the Giant's Knife. Alright, he needs gold dust in order to reforge the sword, and we just got some of that from the Goron races, so let's pull it out. So he's going to reforge this one for free because he gets to keep the extra gold dust. After we get the upgraded sword from this, we're going to be going and getting a couple of heart pieces. Then I'm going to end this part off. Another thing to point out, if you're using a lot of people say that if you're using the analog stick to play the ocarina, it's a lot harder. I personally never really noticed that, but that's probably because I never played the original 64 version of Ocarina and Majora, so I've kind of just been used to the analog stick. So, let's go back in and pick up our newly forged sword. Alright, we get the Gilded Sword. This is even stronger than the Razor Sword. It's got double the range of the Kokiri Sword, which is nice. And he's keeping the rest of the gold dust. Double the range of the Kokiri Sword, double the damage of the Razor Sword, and it never breaks. So that's always nice. This is the second best sword in the game. You're not going to be getting the other one for a very long time. You really want to get this. Like, I can't stress that enough. Get the freaking golden sword as early as possible. Because the Kokiri sword is so short, it does so little damage, it's pretty much useless. But now we're actually going to be using primarily the human form for fighting. It's always really nice sense of progress when you get the gilded sword in this game. One thing I haven't pointed out is the days goes on, Clocktown's music changes. But we're not going to be doing anything in Clocktown in this part. What we want to do now is roll over into this field over here. One thing I want to point out, you might notice there's this bird thing flying around over there. That bird is called a taruki, I believe, and it steals bottles. It steals bottles, and it can even steal your sword from you. So don't fight it. But if you manage to fend it off with arrows and your sword and stuff, it actually gives you like 200 rupees or something like that. So that's another good way of making money. Alright, come in here and you'll see this thing. This is a pea hat. It's the only pea hat in the entire game. You could have fought this a lot earlier, but it's harder with the it's a lot easier with the gilded sword. This thing just falls over in like a few slashes to this thing. And we get a piece of heart. Whenever you're traveling around, be sure to wear the Goron mask and roll. Fastest way of transportation in this game outside of warping. Sorry, I kind of let go of the A button there, as you can see, which canceled the roll. I only did that because in the 3DS version, you didn't have to hold down the A button to roll. It was automatic, and I haven't played this version in a long time. I'm kind of used to the 3DS one. Okay, let's see what song this is. You can angle it so you can see pretty much every note in the song. I believe it was down, up. Forget it, this isn't important. And as you might notice, the icon on this is blue. That's because the A button on the N64 version was blue and they didn't change it for the GameCube version. Sort of a little oversight, but it's really no big deal. So next, we're going to want to jump down into this hole over here. And we've got a couple of enemies down here. These are Dodongos. I don't think I mentioned them before, but you can fight them outside. The way you fight these things, sneak around them, jump attack their tail. Whoops. They're a little hard to deal with because there's two of them in an enclosed space in here. Always put up your shield whenever you hit them in the tail, because that tail spin does like 2 hearts. Do not want to get hit by that. Usually you're going to want to jump attack their tails, but I haven't been very successful in doing that because this game's hitboxes are not the best. Always put up your shield once you kill one of these, because these things self-destruct. They always drop 50 rupees. Another thing, you see how they inhale there? You can actually throw a bomb at them and I believe get a one-hit kill, but it's pretty hard to do, so I'm just going to fight them with a sword. So now you can see why I wanted to wait till we get the gilded sword to do this. This thing does double damage and its range is so much better. I pretty much never use the human form for fighting in between the Goron mask and the gilded sword. So let's open this one up. And we'll get another piece of heart from that chest. Still not enough to get a full heart container, though. You might have just heard me slapping my forehead there. Well, I forgot to do the freaking second 2 days of that minigame we were doing. So, I'm going to have to do another 3-day cycle and then show the other 2 days another time. So, we're going to be doing that later. Sorry for showing that and then forgetting about it. That was my bad. Next thing we're going to want to do is head over this way. Just give this rock a Goron punch. And jump down here. Actually, this is for later. I was thinking of another pit in the field. So, looks like that's pretty much going to be the end of this for now. Let's take all that money we got from the Dodongos and put it in the bank. Be quicker to go through the west gate. Never mind, I thought I passed the gate for a second there, but it's over this way. And this isn't the west gate. Oh, why can't I just play well? Oh well. Gives us a little bit of an opportunity to go do something, as a matter of fact. Or, actually, we're going to do that in the next video. Sorry if these past few videos have been kind of poorly put together, and because I'm just not playing very well lately. Here we are, Westgate. Let's put our rupees in the bank. You get another reward for doing this. At 5,000 rupees, you get a piece of heart. This is probably the last piece of heart I'm going to be getting. It just takes a really long time to save up that amount of money, so we won't be getting that for a while. Just keep in mind that it's here if you want to go grind for it. Alright, so in this video we got the Great Gilded Sword, a couple of pieces of heart, and another bottle. So I'd say that we've accomplished quite a bit. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and reset time. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this part helpful.